tell me, what are some indicators that your St. Augustine grass isn't thriving?
So with the St. Augustine has a much fatter blade than most turf grasses.
Yep.
So when you notice that these blades start to get thinner or they start to get brown edges, that's a good sign.
Okay.
When they start to get holes in them, that's signs of insects.
Okay.
And then another thing, with this obviously is not a very good example, but St. Augustine really hurts it to have dull blades over it.
Dull mower blades.
Right.
Okay.
So if your provider or yourself, you're mowing with dull blades and you're giving it this rough edge, that rough edge will eventually turn dark brown, and that will make your grass not look as good.
And so as it starts to decline in health, is that when you would start to see patchy areas or browning grass?
Absolutely. Out here, one of the big problems is fungus.
Okay.
Just because of the trees, the lack of air movement. It could be the shade. And it's also, microclimates. When somebody sets up their irrigation system, are they taking into account the microclimates? If you got an area let's just say on the right side of your front yard that's shaded, that microclimate doesn't require as much water as the front part of your yard that has no shade at all.
Right.
But a lot of providers will just set a standard time without going into it, and then the next thing you know, you're overwatering.
Gotcha. So it does,
which leads to fungus and root rot.
Right. So does Zoysia have the same concerns with fungus and insects?
Zoysia is less susceptible to both of them.
Okay.
There are some problems that you will get, but it's a lot easier to treat, a lot easier to notice, and it recovers a lot faster. So how this turf grass grows? This is called a stolon.
Okay.
See how this grows right
here?
Yep,
a runner kind of.
Yeah. So you get piercing and sucking insects along with other insects that will go down in here. And once they inject to that crown right there, it'll kill this whole strand all the way back wherever it goes.
Interesting.
So we'll be able to reduce the chemical applications that we have to apply
to kill the insects because they
and the fungicide.
Yeah. Okay.
So and then once established, Zoysia also takes up a whole lot less of water.
Okay.
Than the St. Augustine. St. Augustine requires a lot of water to make it look gorgeous.
Yeah.
And the Zoysia does not once it's established.